Hey guys, happy Easter. As you see this, we would like to apologize for not dropping it on the Easter holiday, but happy Easter. By the time you see this, Easter has already passed. We just wanted to say happy Easter. But welcome back to the Sound Barriers.
We missed y'all.
Yes, we do miss y'all.
But we're finally back, so.
Yep, and we're back with another episode today to talk about this new series called Darth Maul, the Shadow Lord. And today we are going to be breaking down episode 1 and episode 2 of Darth Maul, the Shadow Lord.
And the real question is this what George Lucas would have wanted, or this feels like Disney Star Wars? First impression of the Shadow Lord, Darth Maul. Whew. I mean, how do we want to start? Do you want to go first, or I'll start?
You know, since you're the bigger Star Wars fan here, what were your honest reactions? Did it meet your expectations, or like what stood out the most, like brick by brick, detail for detail?
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Well, that's true. I'm gonna start with episode 1. First of all, episode 1 was a really good episode, in my opinion. I think it was great. I think we had a great start. Very interesting. This takes place after, the Order 66, after the Clone Wars. Everything is taking control over the Empire. So, so far it's looking great. I think Darth Maul feels like Darth Maul. He's still his character. He's still being a villain. He's doing his thing. I love what he's going for, looking for a new apprentice, taking over the, basically all the bounty hunters that were there, Vario and, what's his other name? Can you remind me? Demise.
Yeah.
Demise.
Yeah, Demir's. Yeah.
Demir's, there you go. That's his name. Everything is going well. I think it's really interesting, like anything that is having to deal with Darth Maul, you're going like rock dead. So that is going really well. I don't have any negatives so far. I like how, the plan is very undiscovered. So far the setting is going well. This factor that in the show, there's a new character kind of similar to Darth Talon, right?
Yeah, Darth Talon. Mm-hmm.
She's a Jedi. I forgot her name, but she is apparently still true to herself. She still believes in the Jedi principles, but we see in episode 2 that is really interesting because I am really ready to see if she's willing to turn into the dark side, whether or not the consequences, because maybe that's her only choice since, the Empire is looking over the Jedis and must...
The only way of survival from that point of history of where we are right now for that.
Yeah, that was the only point, and that's why, and some of the...
And even Darth Maul said it, like, it is time for you to see what the world truly is right now.
Exactly.
And what the world is right now is nothing but total Empire control, betrayal, backstabbing, a lot of... Which is why part of episode 1 and episode 2 correlates with the one thing being Mafia. With Demiris and Vero and soon, and later on, future character who Maul is going to kill is Krieg. Which on episode...
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Krieg. And episode 2 showed that he did give one of his money transfers from source of information being Vero to where he held the guy to the roof, and the guy who was being choked on the roof said that, like, you think you still have control for your little, what he is known for, it being Shadow Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you think your Shadow Syndicate will take control when in reality, Krieg owns what he was stealing. In Darth Maul's famous words, funny you believe that. It just slices him in half.
I know. That hallway scene, beautiful. I love that we have another hallway scene for Star Wars. No,
that hallway scene, I compared that to the Darth Vader hallway scene.
And the
when
Luke
I
Skywalker.
saw it in theaters, I got the same R vibe from the Luke.
As well, yeah.
But I got the chills from the Darth Vader. So where I like kind of like put them together.
A parallel.
Yep. And I was like, this is finally a George Lucas film.
Yep.
This
George
ain't
Lucas
no,
vibe.
this
George
ain't
Lucas
no,
wanted.
And I think that's where I kind of say like about my positives, like they did capture his intensity of being this mysterious Sith Lord that just disappeared, to where now he's back, trying to get his name back, while being that shadow.
Exactly, and he's trying to get his revenge. He has these. We can see his hatred. We can see his, his anger, his frustration. How Darth Sidious took away everything from him. His life. As a story, he was young, and then Sidious took his whole life away. He took his mom. He took him away from his mom's arms, and he was raised as a slave, just like Darth Vader. And he had no choice, but he chose to live with violence. And this is another saying, like, is he in this show? I have a question for you before we start into this positive and negatives for you. But do you think he's a hero, or a villain, or an anti-hero, or a new word term, an anti-villain?
I think he's more of an anti-villain, because one, he's doing it for himself and no one else. Yes, does he have control of somewhat of the Mandalorians, because he did take control of Mandalore in part of the show of the Clone Wars, and now he doesn't have control of Mandalore, but as you saw in episode 1 and 2, he had some Mandalorians there. Very few, like I think probably like 8 of them or so.
Yeah.
And
he has a whole army. He's
a whole army to soon be an empire. That's what his goal is.
Yeah.
To take down Darth Sidious, or known as Palpatine. And I think he's an anti-villain, because of course we see him slaughtering those around him. But the anti, for him to be like somewhat of a hero, would probably might do it in the show, to show like this is where he was taken to where he's still good, but he's just gone from all of this chaos and destruction that he has caused and still is causing. So where that's why I say he's an anti-villain.
Very good insight. Very good insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a villain as well. I think he's a villain. Why do I say that? We kind of see it obvious as soon as the hallway scene. He's he got this rule of no mercy. He kills anybody that he sees. He manipulates. I don't know if you remember when he was like, he has one of the prisoners. He was saying like, oh, where's, like, he was gonna kill him, and until like he revealed like the location of where he wanted.
Oh, the prison escape scene.
Yeah. And I think that's one scene that you can prove a point where he's an anti-villain.
Yeah.
But other than that, he kills anybody. He kills, and he chose violence. And I'm saying he's a villain in this show. And Rebels, we kind of see him as an anti-villain. At the end of the story where he wanted to revenge himself from Obi-Wan as well, he kind of accepted his fate that, at least there's a new hope, which is Luke Skywalker, is that he's going to take Palpatine down. And really, that's truly what he ever wanted, is that he wanted revenge from Palpatine. But what is he going to get out of it, But, he accepted his fate there, and it can definitely be a bit debate if he's either a villain or an anti-villain. So, very good insight as well. But yeah, for the most part, my negatives, I don't really have a negative that has bothered me in the show. I think maybe I want to know too much, but you know what? They explain a lot in the show, which is really good. They don't make me worry about like, oh, I haven't seen the Clone Wars in a while. I haven't seen Rebels. They don't make you forget, like, you need to remember that. Like, they're really explaining pretty well what's going on in each scene and what Darth Maul's real, plan is. I don't know where it's going to go in episode 2, where, the girl, the Jedi, I don't know what she's going to do, but she looked like she escaped where she was, right?
Yeah, she did escape. She did, because that's where the show, ended. That's where the episode ended. She just force pushed the little cell she was in, escaped out, and then she just looks up to where it's just a part of that's the foreshadow. So part of her light, maybe, but a part of her, half of her face is nothing but darkness.
Yeah. yeah, I don't know what that's gonna go. That's really interesting. That's gonna be a mystery, and I'm really excited for episode 3 to have a take on that. Like I said, I really need to rewatch this because I feel like I missed a lot. There's so much stuff going on in the show, whether like a lot of things are happening or not. But like, um, I really, really like again. There's no negatives, but I want to say another positive. I just really like how Darth Maul is right now in the show. Finally, we're getting Darth Maul.
A Darth Maul.
Just a
project.
Darth Maul that I've been wanting to see.
Yeah.
Which like he looks so mysterious. He's so cool. He's trying to get whatever he wants. He can take whatever he wants. He's just doing that from everybody. He is putting himself to like a dangerous weapon, man. Like he's him. Like this is the Darth Maul we've been wanting to see, and Dave Filoni is doing a great job doing that. Like he's doing a great job, respecting George Lucas' work. Um, there's an original plan for Darth Maul, like as a sequel after the episode 1, and we're kind of finally getting some similarities to that in the show. So yeah, I get that feeling of George Lucas Star Wars in it. So yeah, honestly, I have not much of a negative. I'm just really really excited what we're gonna see. Um, I just really like Darth Maul. I really like what he's doing. He's so cool. My this actually might be the best Star Wars project we have gotten so far, and we're only in episode 2. Besides Ahsoka, that's been a great project carried by Anakin Skywalker scenes. But yeah, Darth Maul has been doing. The show is gonna be phenomenal so far. It's gonna be great. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for my positives and negatives. What do you have for your negatives? Even though you said your positives, but yeah, you just
For
mentioned both.
my negatives,
Yep.
I really could say it could be a lot of negatives like for certain most points of Star Wars fans, like, oh, why are they not talking about the Clone Wars? Oh, why not this? Why not that?
Mhm.
And but for negatives, as of right now, I can't. The only negative I have is how they really don't give that secret Jedi the screen time.
You think
Because
they have it too low to
They-
where
like,
they don't
they-
explain too much?
they didn't really properly. They introduced them very well, but it was in only like I'd say 3 minutes of the episode of
Mhm.
episode 1,
Yeah.
which
guess-
was the I'm not gonna say. I would just say caregiver for now, because of course he's wearing the robe. He's green with the little like green marks on him, has a staff, and was taking care of who I already know is going to be Talon. They only showed him in episode 1 to where we don't steal, and then cut off right there. And then whole episode goes by to show what Darth Maul's motive is, what he's doing, what his plan is.
Mhm.
And then I think it was episode 2 to where they finally show him, to where it shows Maul versus that mysterious Jedi, to where I kind of remember Maul saying, I feel like we're getting closer to who I really need to meet. I don't think he's talking about Talon. I think he's talking about that Jedi that used the Force to save those people falling off the bridge.
Mhm.
That's my negative.
They're being too
Talk
secret about it.
more about him, because like yes, episode 1 talk about pure about Maul. Episode 2 just showed he did exactly what he was gonna do on episode 1.
Mhm.
But I really would have liked to see more of that side character, because I don't really want he's a side character, then he's gone for the next 5 episodes or so.
Yeah.
That's my only negative, and that's pretty much it.
That's not really that. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a very, very good take on the negative part. Yeah, there's not enough development to where we want to see what's going on.
Yeah,
And it kind
there
of goes-
wasn't enough build up
Yeah.
to like show like you are important. I gotta remember you now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you're right. That definitely might fail the audience to where they're not feel too interested. But I think what we get carried is by Darth Maul's, portrayal in the show, like how he's doing, these scenes that are being carried by him. But also, we're focusing on a story So if you're worrying about that, I can't imagine what other people feel about that. So definitely, a lot of people are going to be upset about that scene. So yeah, very good and negative. What is your best positive takes about this show?
Just Maul himself. I can go on and on.
It's great,
But,
right?
yeah, I can go
It's
on
great.
and on. But that's like my positive Maul. All I gotta say.
The best thing in the show, obviously.
All
Is-
I got.
He's
to
doing a great
say.
job in his own show.
Oh yes.
Unlike this Boba Fett dude who failed in the Book of Boba Fett show. That one was a complete disgrace. I am sorry that I'm comparing. I'm really upset about that. And after all these years, that is one of the worst projects that Disney Star Wars ever had in my like that I've seen, and I'll never get over it. So yeah, it's a bummer, but moving on. Is that all you got to say for your positives?
Yeah. All I gotta say for my positive negatives.
Very good. Very good. What are your Star Wars predictions for this Darth Maul show? Like, what are your predictions that, what we're going to see in this?
My Star Wars predictions for like this show in
Yep.
general.
Yeah, what do you think we're going to see in the next few episodes? What do you think is going to happen in episode 3? What do you think? Anything what comes to your mind?
So I think since we're still in the Order 66, we still know that Palpatine and Darth Vader are still out there,
Mm-hmm.
along with all the bounty hunters. I still think that it's a probability that we might see the GOAT himself, Darth Vader.
In the end, that's what I was about to say. That's something I want to agree with you. We might see Darth Vader.
We might just
Imagine a
Seeing-
fight.
a Sith versus a Sith.
The two greatest Siths in the Star Wars universe. One of the two greatest. Darth Maul is one of the greatest. So yeah, I think it's very
Was the first Sith introduced to us in a live action film.
yes with 2 double blades. In 1999, we're getting Darth Maul animated style versus Darth Vader.
But I hope they might do a different Darth Vader. Because
What do you
I
mean the different Darth
like, because if you look at the Darth Vader from Clone Wars,
Vader?
I don't know if they're going to like core transfer that same Darth Vader.
Oh, you're saying the look
Like the look.
wise,
Yeah,
obviously.
look wise, yeah.
Oh, so you think he's gonna be like in this classic style, or do you think he's gonna have like red eyes like in Rebels? He kind of had like red
That's
eyes.
what I'm thinking they might do is like transfer it from Rebels, but looking at the animation from this Maul show, it looks nowhere near close as Rebels.
Mm-hmm. And more Clone Wars style.
It looks more Clone Wars style.
Well, this might be a new look because we have never seen a Darth Vader Clone Wars style. I mean, no, actually, I am so wrong. I'm so sorry. That it was in season 7. At the end of the scene, he grabs the lightsaber. I was wrong. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
That's
This is where you brainwash from Star
That's
Wars.
the style I really.
I hope we get to see that.
Yeah,
look.
because that it's been too many years since that Darth Vader
Mhm.
in animation style, and then I don't know if it's the least recent one, but the least recent one animated style was the Star Wars Rebels.
Joe, what do you think about this Darth Maul show? Do you think it should have been animated or live action?
I think it should have been animated because it's kind of like it. I would say like removes the danger of like the really pinpoint accurate details. Like a live action, people go into details. People look at the smallest things on like
Mhm.
animated.
So you think people would complain a lot?
Yeah.
So animated could make it easier to work.
So animated is kind of like more freedom,
Mhm.
and it shows and gives that positivity of how drawing art still is perfect to this day.
Okay. That's pretty good.
But what about you? Like,
Um,
do you think animation was the right choice, or would a live action movie or a live action show?
I would have loved a live action movie. I'm not a big, show guy, but I think it makes sense that it's a show. Why? Because I kind of agree with your point. It's beautiful to see more animated Star Wars stuff. I always been a fan. It's good Star Wars stuff. The Clone Wars, Rebels, the Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire. Et cetera, et cetera. A live action show would have worked as well, but you know what? If you were to ask me, what do you prefer, a live action show or a animated show? Obviously, I would pick an animated show. But if we were picking a movie, a 2 hour, everything that we're gonna watch in the show, I think I wouldn't mind. I guess it didn't happen because due to the controversy of Ray Parker, he's going through a lot right now. But I hope he gets better. But yeah, it would have been great. But also Sam, the voice actor of Darth Maul could have done a good job to do a live action, Darth Maul. But you know what? In that case, I think it's fine that we do an animated show. I'm happy. I like what we're seeing so far. But yeah, there's not really much to say on it. I think they're doing a great job for a live animated show for Darth Maul. In that case, and maybe someday in the future, maybe a flashback of a Darth Maul movie. I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind it either.
Yeah.
They really need to talk about Maul more often.
Yeah. So, yeah, good take. Now, I'm gonna ask you this really serious question. I've been on my phone a lot, and I don't know. I've been seeing weird stuff, bro. Like lately, like why do girls have a thing for Darth Maul? Like, why? I don't get it. And I recently saw a video of like a girl, asking an interview to Hayden and Ewan McGregor. Like, I have a thing for
that little interview.
Yeah,
and she had a crush on Darth Maul.
I'm not sure who said, but I think it was Anakin who said interesting.
No, it was Anakin was, and then Christian Hayden was all like, "Oh, interesting."
Yeah.
And then Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan was like, "Oh, like."
Yeah, pretty weird.
Like, how? And I can probably get the answer. It's probably because of, like, what we see in, like, most movies. We see masked men, tall as hell, dark and mysterious. Kinks are everywhere. Horniness is everywhere.
Yo, what?
Hey, you got kinks for Darth Maul? That's all you, buddy.
Hey, yo, not me, bro. I'm asking you, bro.
I've been on my phone a lot. So you probably watch some clips.
Bro, what are you talking about? Just because I saw something on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok, bro.
Twitter?
I swear,
Twitter,
everyone and their
worse.
mama are talking about Darth Maul, how he's hot and fine, and how he can take control over me. Like, I don't get it, bro. He's literally a scary double alien, bro. What is the hype? I don't get it, dog.
Blame the book talk girls, because all they read is smut.
Smut.
Yeah. Do you know what smut is?
You're gonna want to word it out to the people.
It's called. I'm not gonna say it out loud due to age restrictions and parental advisory for that. So if y'all can read lips, y'all already understand it.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's pretty much what smut is.
Okay, you don't have to say the word. But why do girls like Darth Maul?
Blame Ghostface.
Oh, so you're saying he's mysterious?
Mysterious, I mean, you see him wearing a robe, hoodie that covers from right here.
You think his eyes?
Dark, raspy voice to where it looks like he can manipulate the shit out of you. So yeah, he's the definition of take over me. Advantage all you want. Go for it.
Yo. Is that what you think about him?
What? No. Hell,
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding, dog. I'm kidding. But no, yeah, I get the mysterious aura.
Yeah, it's the mysterious aura, pretty much.
I think that girls will like, ooh, I want that. Pause. But yeah, probably talking like that in their brain.
Yeah. But whatever y'all like, go for it.
I guess that's the thing. I guess I won't understand it completely, but I guess that's what we think about Darth Maul. And what in their brain, in ladies' brains. Not me, bro. Maybe for Darth Vader.
Go for Boba Fett.
You're a Boba Fett guy?
Yeah. Pretty much. Boba Fett.
What about Jabba the Hutt guy? Are you like a Jabba the Hutt guy?
No.
Bro, don't you want to touch him? Bro, Diego Luna has mentioned that he wanted to touch.
Diego Luna?
Yeah, Andor. He's like, he looks so slimy. I want to touch his texture.
You got issues.
Bro, not me, but I'm asking you.
You got
That's what Diego Luna said, bro. If the ghost said that he wants to touch him, then I want to touch him too, maybe.
No.
You're not having FOMO for that?
No. I'm not about to touch no slimy slug. Hell no.
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 Not even for money.
For money? Nah. No amount of money is gonna get me to go.
A cha-cha is a nail. A slug, whatever you want to call it.
No.
Chewbacca.
I can work with that.
Okay. Anyways.
I think we pretty much covered everything for the video.
You
Pretty
think so?
much we gave our takes, we gave our thoughts, and we gave our
kinks.
references and
Our kinks.
that.
Our kinks. Our kinks.
Yes, okay, our kinks. Anyways, that's another episode for Breaking the Sound Barrier with your host being
Brian Rose.
and your co-host being Joseph Torres. And as always, our favorite quote to say,
Sound off.
Yeah, you probably have a kink for choking, don't you? Yeah, you do. Ah!